Hello students, good morning. In previous lecture we learned the distance time graph and in different conditions we draw the distance time graph. Today we will draw the distance time graph when the object is moving with non-uniform motion. Our topic is distance time graph. Distance time graph when the object is distance time graph when the object is moving with non-uniform motion, okay. The non-uniform motion means the object will cover different distances in same interval of time. To draw the distance time graph for the object moving with non-uniform motion, we take two axes here, x and y. Here, x and y. We take the time at x-axis, time in second at the x-axis, and the distance in a meter at y-axis, because the object is traveling different distances in equal interval of time. We take here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 11, 12, and so on. We see that the object in first second travels 3 meter, means here. In next second, it travels 1 meter here. In next second, it travels 4 meter, 4, 4, 8 here. In next second, it travels 2 meter, means here. Okay? Now, when we join all these points, it will show 1, 3, it will show 2, 4, it will show 3, 8, it will show 4, 10. When we join all these points, then we get a curve. Okay? The general figure will be something like this. O, X and Y. The distance time graph for non-uniform motion will be like this. Non-uniform motion, okay, means it will increasing in positive direction. So this is the distance time graph moving with distance time graph for the object moving with non-uniform motion, means when we draw the distance time graph for the object which is moving with non-uniform motion will be a curve like this. Okay, now we will discuss velocity time graph. Velocity time graph or speed time graph. Speed time graph. Okay. As we know that when an object moves along a straight line, then the distance and displacements becomes equal. In that condition, the magnitude of velocity and distance will also be equal. Clear? Now, we see that to represent the velocity time graph, we take a time at the x-axis and velocity at y-axis. here velocity. At y-axis velocity in meter per second, and here time at x-axis time in second. We take here time intervals 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6 and 7 second and so on. And here we take the distance as something like 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter, 6 meter, 7 meter, 8 meter, 9 meter, 10 meter, 11 meter, 12 meter and so on. Okay. For velocity time graph, we came to know the following things. For velocity time graph, we find that the distance covered by the object, which will be equal to the area enclosed under the velocity time graph for a given interval of time. Second, we came to know the acceleration of the object. The slope of velocity time graph gives the acceleration of the object, and we can read directly the instantaneous velocity of the object by the graph. Here we draw the velocity time graph for different conditions. The first one is that velocity time graph for uniform motion. First is velocity time graph for uniform motion. Okay, we take that an object is moving with uniform velocity of here 10 meter per second, we represent it as u. Okay, an observer observes that the velocity of the object is 10 meter per second. In first second, the point will show here. Okay, after 1 second, he again watches that velocity of the object is 10 meter per second. In next second, he again watches the velocity of the object is 10 meter per second. Means the point will be here, 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 here and here. In this way. When we join all these points, then we get a straight line. Okay. Now, we take 2 points, here T1 and here T2 for the time intervals. We do perpendicular on the velocity time graph. We take this point as A and this point as B. We denote it C and D. The length of BC shows B, and the distance between the points A and B will be equal to T2 minus T1. Okay? Now, from this graph, we see that the velocity time graph for an object moving with uniform motion will be a straight line parallel to time axis. Okay? Now, because there is no slope between velocity time graph and time axis, hence the acceleration will be zero. Now, we find the velocity. Velocity equal to displacement upon time. Velocity equal to displacement upon time, or displacement equal to velocity into time. Here velocity is v, and we calculate the displacement between the time t1 and t2. Here the time interval is t2 minus t1. And we see that T2 minus T1 is represented by AB and velocity is represented by BC, means BC into AB. And BC into AB is the area of rectangle ABCD, equal to area of rectangle ABCD. This is the displacement. Displacement means we see that from the velocity time graph that the area under the velocity time graph and time axis give the displacement for the given interval of time. For the given interval of time, we see that from this graph that for uniform motion the velocity time graph will be a straight line parallel to time axis, and here is no slope between the velocity time graph and the time axis, hence the acceleration is 0. And the area under the velocity time graph and time axis for a given interval of time gives the distance covered by the object in that interval of time. The next condition we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.